In this video we'll be talking about the new album by Jack Starr's Burning Starr. This is a band that was started by Jack Starr, the former guitarist from Virgin Steel, and this is a band that was around in the 80s. They had a few albums back then with moderate success, then broke up and got back together around 2009. They then released a few more albums, and this brings us to their latest album, Souls of the Innocent. In this video I will talk about my first impression of this band. I will play some guitar riffs, talk about the songs, and give a final score at the end. I was surprised by this album. It had a classic heavy metal sound. This is the type of band that reminded me of classic bands like Judas, Priest, and Iron Maiden. It has that raw heavy metal energy, and guitar riffs were very heavy and full of energy. They also incorporate some elements of power metal, such as a band like Hammerfall or Halloween, and some heavy chunky riffs that would be common with thrash metal. But they never take it to the extreme, making the song lose its melody. They incorporate a lot of melodic leads, and that keeps their sound consistent throughout the album. The album has 12 songs, and it is about an hour long. So the first song is just an intro called the Ascension. Short 1-minute instrumental, sets up the next song. It's kind of like an ambient power metal feel with a melodic lead guitar melody. But the next song is like the first major song called Demons Behind Me, and it's heavy. The opening riff is reminiscent of classic 80s heavy metal. The lead guitar has this Egyptian sounding melody. The vocals are melodic power metal style mixed with some harder edged vocals. The song has a lot of energy. The drum beat is very powerful, and the lead guitar continues to play melodic leads throughout the song. They have some cool Iron Maiden riffs during the breakdown, and it's just a cool song altogether with the twin leads at different points in the song. I Am the Sinner. This one sounds a lot like classic Iron Maiden or Dio, with a melodic intro and the galloping guitar during the verse section. So this song has a lot of melody in the vocal, and the vocals are very good. There are parts of the song with some isolated vocals, and the song is not very fast-paced. It has a nice stomp to it and some pretty cool twin guitar leads. River of Blood is a cool song. Has this chromatic riff, and in the section before the verse, a nice heavy metal gallop. This one has a nice level of that 80s heavy metal energy, along the lines of Judas Priest. There are some cool guitar licks in this one. The vocals sound very good with some high-pitched screams, and the guitar solo is very melodic. Souls of the Innocent, another good song, reminds me of classic Iron Maiden. Has a slow melodic intro with isolated vocals alternating between the guitar riffs. This is followed by a galloping riff with some chanting vocals. On this song you can finally hear the bass guitar, and it kind of seemed to be mixed very low in the first few songs. Another song with a slower pace and a nice stomp and a cool drum sound. Winds of War, they continue the complex riffing in this one. Some great soaring vocals, a classic heavy metal sound. The guitar solo is very melodic. I really like the breakdown when it slowed down a little and added some cool melodic riffs. Ships in the Night, this one has a cool power metal feel. Reminding me of something along the lines of the band Hammerfall. It has that too cool galloping riff and vocal style. It has some memorable hooks in it. It's a cool song, cool a power metal song, and really a melodic solo, and it kind of keeps with the main melody. Then Attila. This one has an a cappella intro followed by some melodic riffing. This one has a good power metal style and a nice beat. This one is not very fast paced, and the rhythm is very good. Like the other songs, it's very catchy. Roto Hell is a cool song. It has a melodic intro followed by some chunky palm muted riffs. It's a cool song with a great drum sound. Some of the melodic riffs reminded me of classic Iron Maiden. This one is filled with some cool riffs in the breakdown section. They also add in some of that nice galloping sound. All Out War, this one's a little faster than the other ones. Has a lot of energy, those classic palm muted riffs in the first section. Cool soaring vocals. The song is still very melodic and a faster pace. Nice change of pace from the mid-pace songs that preceded it. This one has a cool galloping sound and a guitar solo that is very melodic. Where Eagles Fly, this one has a cool galloping sound, reminding me of Hammerfall, and of course Iron Maiden, being that they have a song called Where Eagles there. But the vocals sound very good with some cool backing vocals during the chorus. The last song was a bonus track, and I think they probably should have made it one of the main songs, since it is probably one of the better songs. But it has a slow intro followed by some chunky riffs and a nice galloping sound. I really like the main guitar riff. The breakdown is also very melodic with cool palm muted riffing. The ending was kind of abrupt, which is kind of strange, but still a very good song. Now, what do I think of the album? First, the positives. The songs are very catchy. I listened to it about 3 times, and the songs have been stuck in my head for the past few days. There are a lot of guitar riffs. This will please any metal fan, and the vocals sounded very good. For the negatives, the production was okay. You don't really hear the bass guitar very well. Otherwise, the sound was not too bad. The album cover could have been improved. Kind of like a quick Photoshop look to it, but there are no ballads, so one of those would have been cool. Otherwise, the songs were very good. Better than I expected, so I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So if you like this video, check out some other metal albums released this month with my Best of July video part 1. That will be right next to me. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.